Hey, welcome to this update video from somewhere in Spain on a random parking lot. It's almost April and I figured it would be a good time to shoot an update video on everything related to bikepacking that's coming to this channel in 2024. Last year I did it a little earlier. The reason that I'm so late with it this year is because I have been on a little voyage to the Netherlands, my home country, in order to get a driver's license. Yes, this is a channel about cycling, but somehow the car got involved. I did that over the winter and have just come back to Spain for a couple of weeks now after getting it. So wanted to use this video as a little update platform just to tell you what we're going to be up to this year. And I think we're kicking it off with the car story because that's pretty much the biggest change in our life that has happened. It's just next to us, out of shot, but it's the thing that we're going to be using to make our bikepacking long-term travel a little bit more efficient. So the main idea is that we've always had trouble getting around by train or bus or plane because we had our bikes with us. As a cyclist, you probably know this. And in order to get to the random locations and destinations that we usually start our bikepacking trips at, in the middle of nowhere, not serviced by public transport, we wanted to start using a car. To go all the way through Europe, in theory, all the way from Spain to Norway, and on the way sort of insert bikepacking trips wherever we can in places that we think are interesting. So that's what I've been up to, what we've been preparing, and the reason this is a little late. But hey, you want to tell us what you've been up to in Spain while I was gone?
Well, I already had my driver's license, so didn't need to get one. And in my case, I took time off just to connect with family a little bit since we travel so much. And I also got a little bit more familiar with traveling solo because last summer I tried for the first time an overnighter by myself in Kyrgyzstan, and it was a very nice experience. So I wanted to repeat again this year and force myself to go out solo a little bit more. And I went on a winter overnighter in Spain when it was snowing. It was a very nice experience. And I repeated again last week on a spring version. So I hope to do this every season, also in the summer and also in the fall. And that's mostly it. That's the biggest bike-related subject I've been up to.
Yeah, and while we are here in Spain, awaiting our big project for the summer, there's a couple more things that we will be up to. Bikepacking trip that we are just starting is in this wonderful national park here on the east coast of Spain. Parque Natural
Els Ports.
Los Puertos.
Los Puertos.
Which,
it's in between three provinces, the provinces of Castellón, Teruel and Tarragona.
Yes.
So these three provinces are sharing this park. And it was about an hour, 15 minutes from where we're based. We've never been here before and we're just excited to see what kind of nature is just close to us.
And this trip we're using as a trial to see what it's like to sleep a night in the car, to leave your vehicle parked for a couple of days without you being there, just trying to get used to the process a little bit.
Must say I'm very excited to sleep in the car because when you're on the bicycle, it's so hard to find a place to set up your tent because camping is not allowed. But sleeping in a car has a bit of a vague gray zone where it is not allowed, as in, I wouldn't say it's legal, but it's also not legal. So I'm very excited to finally not have to worry for the days that we're just arriving somewhere, maybe sleeping in the car next morning, we get off on the bikes and then we can actually set our tent somewhere in the mountains at peace.
Right.
But on these areas where you're sort of close to villages or to the road, it's always a bit dodgy to set your tent and stay out of sight. So very excited to try the car camping.
Yeah, actually, if you have any thoughts about it you want to share, maybe you have experience with it, please put them in the comments so that we can read and get involved in the conversation. Other than that, Spain is also the country I'm going to use for my big project of the year. Besides the summer trip that we will share, I have been cycling, traveling by bike, bikepacking for the last 10 years this year. And so it's my anniversary. And that means that I want to go back to the beginnings which was a trip together with my brother, or at least intended to be together with my brother, in the United States. We were going to cycle from New York to LA. We made it about a week in. He had an accident, had to go to hospital. Big story behind it, but basically we were never able to do that. And ever since, we've both gone on and lived our own lives. So for this 10-year anniversary project, I'm bringing him back to Spain. We're going to choose a safer country, a place where we are more familiar and have a little bit less distance in the planning, just in case problems arise. But we're going to be cycling the Al Travesur, which is a route on bikepacking.com made by Logan Watts when he did his crusade through the south of Spain. And the truth is, I can't wait for this trip, both to rekindle my relationship with my brother, get some private time together, some real quality time, camping, eating, riding, and yeah, just generally having a good time. This will be a video project, so you'll see it come into this channel sometime after mid-May.
And whilst the guys are out, I'll also be cycling in the island of Formentera. I'll go by myself again. And I'm gonna bring scuba diving equipment, or at least my wetsuit, my swimming goggles, and the plan is to combine my love for swimming with the bicycle, which I have been neglecting up until now.
Yeah.
And yeah, towards the summer, we want to leave our plans and maybe itinerary a little bit open. Want to be more flexible this year instead of scheduling so much, because we've noticed in the past years that we've been always a bit pressured with timelines. We need to take this flight, we need to get to this place because we've booked this and this. So the idea is to just hop on the car and go to some of the highlight countries and spots that we would really like to discover for the first time or revisit again.
Yeah. Some of you have been very enthusiastic about the videos that I made in northern Spain of a couple of years ago. So ever since those videos went up, we haven't been back, and we really want to revisit northern Spain, potentially to create a route. Other than that, northern Italy, it's always a wonderful place to ride, and yeah, we hope to go back there too. Eurobike is happening in the beginning of July. So as you know, this channel is everything that we do is made possible by our lovely partnerships. You can see them right here. We hope to visit some of them in Eurobike. And after Eurobike, the road is clear for Scandinavia, which hopefully we'll be spending at least a month in, maybe 6 weeks. We don't know how long this is going to go, but like Belen said, we're flexible. We're going to keep our plans open. And if you know any great places in Norway or Sweden, places that you think we should visit and cycle in, perhaps a route that you've made or something that you know of that is interesting to ride, let us know. And that, I think, pretty much wraps it up. It's a really wonderful start of a new year. It's so warm here already. I can wear a t-shirt and be fine. Feeling very happy and lucky to be in Spain and to bring you this video and whatever else is to come. Hopefully it's entertaining to you, and hopefully you'll learn something new about bikepacking. Otherwise, look around, get inspired for your own summer plans, and we hope to see you along the way.
I was going to say cheers, but...
Yeah, cheers.